So good morning. As promised, there will be pizza here in a little bit. It just hasn't arrived yet. Sodexo's running a little behind. But we are having pizza with the president, with our new president, Dr. Kimberly Zant. And Dr. Kimberly Zant is the sixth president of Otero College. She has a rich background rooted in the rural experience of West Texas. Growing up in farming and ranching communities, she has developed a deep belief in the transformative power of rural colleges. She believes that through collaboration, Otero College can both honor the traditions of the region and become more flexible, adaptable, and resilient in meeting local workforce that needs to be here. She entered the higher education field 18 years ago so she could support others in becoming the best versions of themselves. Everyone, please help me welcome Dr. Kimberly Zant.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. And when the pizza gets here, please, I know that's the main event, so please be sure to go get it, because everyone's on the time. I was asked to give a little bit about myself, so here I am from birth to now. The early beginnings, right? The journey of life. As Cedric mentioned, I did grow up on a West Texas cotton farm outside of Lubbock, Texas. My graduating class had a whopping 23 other people, so I was the 24. So it's a very small community. So I have roots in this type of farmland. I also grew up clay dating, and we had horses. We'd had everything on the farm. We raised our own food. From vegetables to the meat. So we did the full cycle of life, if you will, when I was growing up. As a first generation, I had no idea what college was. My people would ask me, what are you going to do when you go to college? And literally my dad would say, she's going to go to get her MRS degree. So we didn't know what we didn't know. I just knew that working on the farm was really hard work. And I thought there could be something else or something other than just working out on the farm. So I went to Texas Tech University there in Lubbock and got my first degree in marketing. And that opened a whole new range of opportunities for me. At that time, I didn't know what all was available. So when I was asked by my advisors, what do you want to do? My mom would say, well, I'm in business, so you should be in business. My mom was the accountant or bookkeeper, because my parents didn't go to college, at the local co-op gin, where we gin the cotton from the farms. So I'm like, oh, I'll do business, not really knowing anything about what else might be available. I was pretty lucky though. I was able to get my marketing degree and was hired right out of college to work for Pfizer Labs. So as a pharmaceutical sales rep, was moved straight to Wichita, Kansas, right out of college. First time really from being away from home, so it was a bit scary. But I was very successful in that role and was even transferred to Augusta, Georgia, and got to work as a certified medical rep or a hospital rep. From there, I went back to Liberal. I got married, and my husband was a doctor at the time, and so we went to Liberal, Kansas, and I ran his medical practice. Then we started having children, and then life happened, and I became the owner of a landscape and nursery business. So in that time frame, I also got an MBA when we were out in Georgia from the University of South Carolina. So I just continue to improve my education. You'll keep hearing those words, and that afforded me more and more opportunities. That was why I was able to run the business. Then, or run the businesses. When I was working at the landscape business that I owned, I was asked if I might want to teach a night class. I'm like, why not? And they're like, you have an MBA, you could teach any kind of business class you want to teach. So I'm like, how about business law? So I taught business law, and that's where I fell in love with the mission of the community college, and with you all, the students. So I taught business law at night and ran my own business, and then I was afforded the opportunity to become the full-time economics faculty, and I continued to do both jobs. So I didn't sleep a lot, and I also had 3 kids at the time. And then I got to be the dean there in Liberal as well, and then we moved to San Diego, and I had a great opportunity to work on a strong workforce grant out there, and then I came back to Kansas. I was asked if I'd apply to a job out in Concordia, Kansas as a VP, which I did, and then that's what led me to this role as the president here at Otero. So I thought it might be interesting to share a little bit. I do hike a lot. I like to run. I used to love to run. I tried out for the track team in high school. This is a good story for several of you about never giving up. And literally, the track coach told me, first day, you don't need to bother to come back. And I was so hurt because I thought I was a runner, so I proved him wrong. I ran a marathon for my 40th birthday, and I have ran multiple half marathons. So don't ever let anyone tell you you can't do something. Certainly don't tell me I can't do anything. That's a little tidbit about me, because I will prove you wrong. So I love to run. These days it's more of a fast walk if you see me out with my big hat. I don't get to run as much as I used to because of my knees, but I still like to hike. Played tennis all through high school and through college. I was pretty successful in that endeavor, and I love to travel. I've been very, very blessed. I've been to every state except Alaska. So guess what's on my bucket list? I will head to Alaska before long, and I've been to over 25 different countries. I've done several mission trips to Haiti, Russia, Philippines, forgetting one. Anyway, Africa. And so I feel very blessed. My brother owns a ranch in New Zealand, so I got to go visit him. So I love the international. You just can't learn. You just learn so much about international, by all kinds of travel, to be real honest. So while you're here, students, if you're not a local, be sure and go out and enjoy the countryside. There's a lot to see here around La Junta, but also while you're this close to the Rocky Mountains, I hope you go enjoy those and take advantage of all the things that we have to do just right here at your fingertips within an hour or two. Garden of the Gods, I took my son's girlfriend there a few months ago. Oh my goodness, so we have beautiful things here, so please take advantage of those, because there's nothing like going and seeing the beautiful things. Just real quickly, just a picture. I've got 3 children. That's us at Bogle Canyon over holiday break. If you haven't done that, that's a must. That's a great hike. And my husband and I up on the top, and then that's my sister, my mom, and my niece, being silly. My husband, we're the Brady Bunch. My husband has 3 kids. I have 3 kids. I didn't have recent pictures of his 3, so I apologize for not sharing those. But it's a busy, busy household when we're all together. Cedric also talked a little bit about next steps. So for the students, you may not know, I've been meeting one-on-one with every single person on our team here, and it's been a phenomenal experience for me. I'm really getting to know a little bit about everybody that works here, since I'm the newbie, and what all that they feel that they're proud about here at Otero. So we don't want to lose that pride, what makes us Otero proud. So those meetings have gone really well, so that I can establish that, but it's also given us an opportunity to talk about challenges. Enrollment, we know, is a challenge, so please invite all your friends to come be a rattler with you. We've been talking about some updates too to our facilities. And I know that came up about our laundry facilities, and we're working on, hopefully this month, if it hasn't already, I don't think it's happened yet, those will be updated. Some of the things that you're experiencing here with Sodexo are some of the things that we've received as feedback. I'm also continuing to talk to our community members. I'm involved on multiple boards, which is great, so that we can keep a pulse of what is needed here in our service area. And that's how we, I don't know if you know, but that's how we articulate next steps for new programs. So we don't want to just offer a program that isn't going to be able to be successful. So working with our community members helps us to ensure that we're offering what is needed, and so that we can provide high-wage, high-demand jobs from the students have those skills to fill those jobs once upon leaving Otero. There we go. And then while I'm doing all this, my goal is to really listen. Because through listening, that's how I can establish how best to support. I'm a servant leader, and all that really means is I really like to know how I can help other people. That's why, as Cedric mentioned, one of the real reasons I came here is because of this mission statement. So you will hear me saying this over and over and over again. But I get up in the morning to help everybody. What helps me be happy is to see how I can best help other people be the best version of themselves. So I don't want you students to go into business because your mom did. I want you to go into business because you want to be a business major, right? I mean, it did me well, it suited me well. I made a great living. I own a couple of businesses. I have great work experiences from all of that. But then I went back and got a doctorate in higher ed, because that was really my real calling, in my opinion. It was my real passion. If I'd have known that 20 years ago, because I would have talked to one of our great advising team members, pointing out to the ones that I see, or looking for the ones that I can find. Anyway, then that might have saved me some time and possibly some money. So we're really here to help you all to be the best version of yourself. And community is very, very important to me. So in our values, or in our vision, we want to be the best community college in the state of Colorado. And community shows up in our value system as well. So we really are focusing this year on how to be Otero proud, which means we're really focusing on being better together. And our mantra this year is our college in our communities. So it's really important not only that we are better together internally as a team, but we are involving our communities. So hopefully you've noticed that we try to get community on campus as much as we can with the Frost Fest and different activities such as that. They're always welcome. And if it's not for them, we probably won't be here. So we're better together. That is my view of from my back porch. So that's another reason I love getting to be here in La Junta, because the mountains are just within eyesight. It's one of the most beautiful sunsets I've ever seen in my life. And like I said, I've been very, very, very blessed and have got to travel a lot of different wonderful places. So enjoy your time in La Junta and at Otero. Do we have any questions for me? I told you it wouldn't be an hour. If not, let's eat.